Hello and welcome back to Hymn Sing. Today is Hymn Sing number 146. Our theme is Hymns of Faith. I'm so glad you could join me today, joining me live, joining me on the replay. However you are joining, I pray that you will be blessed by the hymns that we will sing through and look at today. And maybe you will even learn something. I know I did as I prepared them. So I have just one piece to play while people log in for the live stream. And I know there have been some technical difficulties. I have no idea why that is. There are technical difficulties with sometimes the pitch changes, and I've noticed that on other live streams from the Church of God in Trinidad, as well as from Christchurch Cathedral in Victoria. Their live stream has some of those issues as well. So it's not just isolated to me, but we will make the best of it, and we will carry on, and we will sing our hymns faithfully today. So one piece while we wait. So welcome everyone that is able to be live. Welcome if you are watching on the replay. It doesn't really matter. It's so much fun to have all the connection and the communication while we are live, but it's just as good watching it later, no matter when it works for you. I would like to start today with the reading of Psalm 92, which the heading in mine says, Praise to the Lord for his love and faithfulness, as we look at hymns of faith today. It is good to give thanks to the Lord and to sing praises to your name, O Most High, to declare your loving kindness in the morning and your faithfulness every night. On an instrument of 10 strings, on the lute and on the harp with harmonious sound. For you, Lord, have made me glad through your work. I will triumph in the works of your hands. O Lord, how great are your works! Your thoughts are very deep. A senseless man does not know, nor does a fool understand this. When the wicked spring up like grass, and when all the workers of iniquity flourish, it is that they may be destroyed forever. But you, Lord, are on high forevermore. For behold your enemies, O Lord, for behold your enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn you have exalted like a wild ox. I have been anointed with fresh oil. My eye also has seen my desire on my enemies. My ears hear my desire on the wicked who rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bear fruit in old age. They shall be fresh and flourishing, to declare that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. So, as we look at hymns of faith, the faithfulness of our God, the faithfulness of his word, and the faithfulness of his love towards us. And so, with that, we are going to start with number 201 in the PHSS. Valerie, once again, you chose the opening hymn. Great is thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not. Thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. So let's sing number 201 from the PHSS as requested by Valerie Johnson. Great is thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions they fail not. As thou So thank you, Valerie, for that request. And I think if we could all speak on this broadcast now, we could all share of times when God has been faithful in our lives, and we are so grateful for that. So we will stay in our PHSS and go to number 406. This one was requested by Linda Seath. And the very first words are, God is faithful. God is faithful who forgave us all the ills we e'er had done, and in pity deigned to save us for the sake of his dear Son. Now, this one has a term in verse 4 that isn't very familiar. And the term is, the word is G-U-E-R-D-O-N. And I originally thought it was pronounced guerdon, but it's not. It's guerdon. It is guerdon. And as singers, we need to be able to understand what we are singing. And that word means a reward or a recompense. So God is faithful, deem no burden he imposes hard to bear. Faith beholds the blessed reward, the blessed recompense, rest eternal waiting there. So if you did not know what guerdon was before, you do now. And we will sing it as we sing Linda Seath's request, number 406 from the PHSS.
Say
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for that request. God is faithful. He is faithful and is watching over his word, ready to perform it. And as this says, ye who for the faith contending, God equipped, are warring now. How is God equipping you? How is God equipping me to contend for the faith? Interesting thought. And I see that Margaret Sparks has requested such love, pure as the whitest snow. All right. So that is all our live request spots taken up, because Elsie Sands had snuck one in just before we went live, and I caught that on a comment. So for now, we are going to put our PHSS away, and we are going to sing a hymn that we know the tune to. The tune is Aurelia, but we are going to sing the Church's One Foundation to the tune Aurelia. Aurelia is number 96. The holies now we enter. But we're going to sing the Church's One Foundation. The words were by Samuel Johnstone, and this is a Samuel Wesley tune. This was my husband John's request, the Church's One Foundation. So let's sing the 4 verses if you need them. The lyrics are on the Hymn Sing homepage. I posted them last night, so you have them to sing from. John's request, the Church's One Foundation. The Church's one foundation is Jesus Christ her Lord. She is his new creation by water and the word. From heaven he came and sought her to be his holy bride. With his own blood he bought her, and for her life he died. Elect from every nation, yet one o'er all the earth, a charter of salvation, one Lord, one faith, one birth. One holy name she blesses, partakes one holy food, and to one hope she presses, with every grace endued. Mid toil and tribulation and tumult of her war, she waits the consummation of peace forevermore, till with the vision glorious her longing eyes are blessed, and the great Church victorious shall be the Church at rest. Yet she on earth hath union with God the Three in One, and mystic saints communion with those whose rest is won. O happy ones and holy, Lord, give us grace that we, like them, the meek and lowly, on high may dwell with thee. So beautiful words to go along with a beautiful melody. In fact, this melody is used 3 times in the PHSS, and one of them is even a baptismal hymn. So maybe another baptism sometime in the future, we can expand from "The Master died upon the cross of shame" and use some of the other options that are in the hymn book. But everyone knows that one. That one's the top of the baptismal hymns. So thank you, John, for that request. Now we're going to move into our gospel songs. And Steve Henderson, I think this is Steve Henderson's first request, requested number 111, "King of my life, I crown thee now, thine shall the glory be. Lest I forget thy thorn-crowned brow, lead me to Calvary." And the last verse says, "Fill me, O Lord, with thy desire for all who know not thee. Then touch my lips with holy fire to speak of Calvary." So thank you for your request, Steve, and let's all sing gospel songs number 111. King of my life, I crown thee now, thine shall the glory be. Lest I forget thy thorn-crowned brow, lead me to Calvary. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. Show me the tomb where thou wast laid, tenderly mourned and wept. Angels in robes of light arrayed, guarded thee whilst thou slept. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. Let me, like Mary, through the gloom, come with a gift to thee. Show to me now the empty tomb, lead me to Calvary. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. May I be willing, Lord, to bear daily my cross for thee, even thy cup of grief to share. Thou hast borne all for me. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. Fill me, O Lord, with thy desire for all who know not thee. Then touch my lips with holy fire to speak of Calvary. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. So again, thank you, Steve. Thank you for that request, and continue to send in your hymn requests. Even if you can't catch the live stream, get it on the replay. I love hearing from new people. Now we're going to move farther back in our gospel songs to number 188. Pauline Renfrew requested, I Must Have the Savior With Me. And we've done this one a couple of times over the past 20 months or so that we have been doing this. And this is one of these hymns that isn't always required to have 4 parts. And it also changes meter. So we start off in a 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then, excuse me, I have something on my face, it's itchy. Then we move to a feeling of 4. Then it's 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. So be ready for the time change in the chorus. And let's have fun and sing number 188 from the Gospel Songs, I Must Have the Savior With Me, as Pauline Renfrew's request for our hymns of faith. I must have the Savior with me, for I dare not walk alone. I must feel His presence near me, and His arm around me thrown. Then my soul shall fear no ill. Let Him lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow still. I must have the Savior with me, for my faith at best is weak. He can whisper words of comfort that no other voice can speak. Then my soul shall fear no ill. Let Him lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow still. I must have the Savior with me in the onward march of life, through the tempest and the sunshine, through the battle and the strife. Then my soul shall fear no ill. Let Him lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow still. Then my soul shall fear no ill. Let Him lead me where He will. That's faith, isn't it? Being willing to go where God leads. So thank you, Pauline. Thank you for that request. Now, Terry, I hope you're still on. Hope the stream is working for you, because now we are doing your hymn. Number 49 in the Gospel Songs. Jesus passed through Jericho as to the cross He went. To the sinful and the lost, the Son of God was sent. And that's me. And that's you. The sinful and the lost. Excellent, Terry. I'm glad you're still with us in the live stream. So let's sing together number 49 in the Gospel Songs. Savior, I believe. Let me now my sight receive. Christ of Jericho, let me thy salvation know. Number 49. Jesus passed through Jericho, as to the cross He went. To the sinful and the lost, the Son of God was sent. All the suffering So we're familiar with the biblical story of the man who just cried out as everyone else was telling him to be quiet. And he did not, because of his faith, because of what he had heard about this man called Jesus. Okay, now we're going to put our gospel songs down. And the next hymn we're going to do was Kinshaw's request. And she asked for, in her hymn book, "There is life in a look at the crucified one." Now, I really need to get access to some of these hymn books that have been made for different parts of the fellowship, because there are two versions of this particular hymn. And I chose the second one because I liked how it flowed. And I hope this is the right one, because as I'm doing this at 10 o'clock at night my time, I don't know that I'll be able to get a response from Kinshaw in time. So Kinshaw, if this is not the melody that you are used to, let me know and we will do the other option next week. So there is life in a look at the crucified one, and joy to the spirit within. There is pardon for thee, sinner. Come and be free, for his blood giveth cleansing from sin. And the chorus says, "O trust in his own precious blood, who gives us acceptance with God. He has pardoned my sins and renewed me within. I love him and trust in his word." So hopefully this is Kinshaw's request. There is life in a look at the crucified one. The lyrics are on the lyric page that was posted, and this is number 35, I hope, in her hymn book. There is life in a look at the crucified one, and joy to the spirit within. There is pardon for thee, sinner, come and be free, for his blood giveth cleansing from sin. Oh, trust in his own precious blood, who gives us acceptance with God. He has pardoned my sin and renewed me within. I love him and trust in his word. There is peace in a look at the crucified one. He bore all my burden and shame. I have nothing to bring, to his mercy I cling. I am trusting alone in his name. Oh, trust in his own precious blood, who gives us acceptance with God. He has pardoned my sin and renewed me within. I love him and trust in his word. There is rest in a look at the crucified one. When weary I fly to his care. He invites me to come, in his love there is room, and I welcome his mercy to share. Oh, trust in his own precious blood, who gives us acceptance with God. He has pardoned my sin and renewed me within. I love him and trust in his word. I love him and trust in his word. Thank you, Kinshaw. And please let me know if that wasn't the right one, and we'll do the other option next week. Now we are at the point where we are into our requests. And Elsie got a request in as a comment just before I went live, but I saw it. Trust and Obey, which is number 279 in the PHSS. When we walk with the Lord in the light of his word, what a glory he sheds on our way. While we do his good will, he abides with us still and with all who will trust and obey. So let's sing. We can do all 5 verses, and then at the end, the chorus of trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. So this is Elsie Sands' request number 279 in the PHSS. When we walk with the Lord in the light of his word, what a glory he sheds on our way. While we do his good will, he abides with us still, and with all who will trust and obey. Not a shadow can rise, not a cloud in the skies, but his smile quickly drives it away. Not a doubt nor a fear, not a sigh nor a tear can abide while we trust and obey. Not a burden we bear, not a sorrow we share, but our toil he doth richly repay. Not a grief nor a loss, not a frown nor a cross, but is blessed if we trust and obey. But we never can prove the delights of his love until all on the altar we lay. For the favor he shows and the joy he bestows are for those who will trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet we will sit at his feet, or will walk by his side in the way. What he says we will do, where he sends we will go. Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. So thank you, Elsie, for that request, and I'm glad I could catch it in time. So now Margaret Sparks has requested Such Love. So let's just get the lyrics for that. There we go. The internet is a wonderful thing when it works. Okay. Oh, no, we do not need an ad. There we go. So, such love, pure as the whitest snow. Such love weeps for the shame I know. Such love, paying the debt I owe. Such love, stilling my restlessness. Such love, filling my emptiness. Such love, showing me holiness. Such love springs from eternity. Such love, streaming through history. Such love, fountain of life to me. Oh, Jesus, such love. So let's sing Margaret Sparks' request. If you have a device and need to just look up the lyrics quickly, I just did. So you certainly can as well, unless you know it already. to me. Oh, Jesus, such love, such love, pure as the whitest snow, such love weeps for the shame I know, such love paying the debt I owe. Oh, Jesus, such love. So I was able to figure out those chords as we went along. There's this lovely diminished chord in there that I kept missing, but we figured it out. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you for that request. Now we are going to our final hymn, which is, once again, requested by Pastor Awajobi, Pastor Moses, from somewhere in Nigeria. And he has requested Faith of Our Fathers, Living Still, in spite of dungeon, fire, and sword. Previously, Christians have been persecuted. Currently, Christians are being persecuted, and in the future, Christians will be persecuted. And if you are a part of the churches of God that are around the world, you will know that the Women's Day of Prayer, which is coming up on November 20th, is focusing on praying for our persecuted brothers and sisters. So this is a great way to finish off with Faith of Our Fathers, requested by Pastor Awajobi. And the last line says, "We will be true to thee till death." So let's sing Faith of Our Fathers. Faith of our fathers living still, in spite of dungeon, fire, and sword. Oh, how our hearts beat high with joy whenever we hear that glorious word. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death. Faith of our fathers, God's great power shall win all nations unto thee, and through the truth that comes from God, mankind shall then indeed be free. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death. Faith of our fathers, we will love, both friend and foe in all our strife, and preach thee too as love knows how, by kindly words and virtuous life. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death. Amen. So thank you so much for joining me live. Thank you if you're watching on the replay, or if you joined late and you need to go back, it will be available very soon. I know life is getting back to normal, so not everyone who used to join live is able to, but I trust that you are still able to access it as you need to, and I pray that this was an encouragement to you. Hymns of faith, hymns of the faith, hymns of our faith. So until next time, next week, God willing, be safe, be well, and God bless you all.